Well, like we said, Florida man has been busy. Apparently, Florida women has been busy as well. 8772 Radio U. Of course, we've also mentioned this today on the show, that Florida dealing with unseasonably cool temperatures.
Yeah.
It's gotten so cold, and this happens every so often, that it's gotten so cold that you're being warned, if you're in Florida, of falling iguanas. They could just drop out of the tree at any moment.
Right.
And
It's also not like it's unseasonable, because it is winter in Florida. It's winter everywhere across America. But it's just like overall, Florida usually does not get temperatures this low, even in their winter time. So it's just really, I know I've heard from a few people that are down in Florida, and they are not having a good time.
Yeah. And anytime you get down to closer to freezing temperatures in Florida, there's the chance of iguanas falling out of trees. Apparently that's because iguanas are reptiles, of course, cold-blooded. And so they more or less, like, they don't die from being cold, but they just slow down. And the colder it gets, to the point where they're basically like
paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed. They're almost like hibernating in a way.
I think they say it's a catatonic state.
Yeah. So because of that, if they're in a tree, they'll fall right out of it eventually. And what usually is mentioned is that they can just leave them where they are if they're not in danger, and eventually when it warms up, they'll wake up and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But what one woman is doing in Florida, her name is Jessica Kilgore. She is collecting the iguanas that she sees out on the streets that have fallen out of trees, so that she can ship them out to have them cooked and eaten.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, I guess you can eat anything with meat, right?
I feel
you
like
can try.
I feel like last year we talked about people during the egg price crisis, when egg inflation was running rampant.
Yeah.
That people were eating iguana eggs in Florida.
I don't know how many, but it's true.
Yeah.
I remember covering that as well, and that's mentioned here also. But with eggs, you don't have to kill the iguana.
No.
To eat an iguana,
you
gotta kill it. And apparently in some cultures, like she said, she's shipping them to Trinidad, the island of Trinidad.
And they eat them
where
there?
Maybe they eat them there. I don't know. And I'm so torn on this, especially because I didn't know this, but iguanas are an invasive species. And so that's what she's saying. It's like, this is actually fine and helpful, because iguanas are an invasive species in Florida. So it's actually putting them to good use, but also helping drop the population of a species that causes problems.
Yeah. And it does say here that the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission has set up a drop-off point where people can bring frozen iguanas, and they'll humanely put the iguanas down and make sure that they don't suffer.
Yeah.
And so that might be a better option than what Jessica Kilgore's doing.
If somebody eats them, though, at least they're being put to good use. But the whole thing is, it just feels a little unfair to me, you know?
Unfair?
Yeah, I feel like you're not. Like when they do the python hunts in Florida, right, which are also an invasive species, very problematic. But you have to hunt, you have to find them, you have to it's a challenge.
Yep.
There's no sport in picking a frozen iguana up from the ground just because it's cold.
Yeah, it's like...
And just putting it down.
Yeah, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Like, there's really no fighting back.
Yeah.
There's no getting away.
The iguanas don't stand a chance.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with Florida being like, we've had enough with these iguanas, and however we can get rid of them, we're going to get rid of them.
I guess I started off being kind of upset with Jessica Kilgore, the iguana collector. That shipping them off to be eaten, but now I'm like, maybe.
Doesn't she kind of sound like a Marvel villain? Jessica Kilgore?
The iguana collector?
Yeah.